So you want to know how to increase your team value and get rich in Fantasy Formula One? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Pit Wall, your stop for Fantasy Formula One content. You can like and subscribe for more content like this. I'm Jay Jack, and let's go. We need to understand what total value is. It consists of two components, your team value and the remaining budget. And through subbing, you're able to increase that total value over the course of a season. To try to explain this in simpler terms, I'm going to supply new definitions. Total value will be considered value for the rest of this video. The team value will be considered your price, either your driver price or your constructor price, and your remaining budget is your cash. If you're going to use this in terms of stocks, your drivers and constructor are stocks. Price of those stocks will go up. And then your remaining budget is your cash on hand in order to exchange those stocks. At the start of the season, you have a total value of 100 million. That's your team price plus your remaining budget. If you began the season by drafting 5 drivers and a constructor that equaled 98 million in team price, then that means you would have 2 million left over in cash. Therefore, your total value is 100 million. Looking at the two teams that I have this season, Team 1 has a price of 101.3 million, but cash on hand or a remaining budget of 1 million. Therefore, a total value of 102.3 million. Team 2, on the other hand, the one where I do day trading, has a team value of 102.5 million, but a remaining budget of 1.6 million, therefore a total value of 104.1 million. Nearly a $2 million difference between these two teams. Now that we've gone over your total value, your price, and the cash on hand, I want to introduce you to two concepts that are going to be important as we talk about increasing your team value: the money pick and the points pick. A points pick is a driver or constructor that is subbed in for scoring points this race. A money pick is a driver or constructor subbed in for raising their price. And once their price is increased to what you're satisfied with, you will then sub out for a points pick. This is the rank tab of that Google Sheet, and we're going to focus in on the column called price. There you can see from top to bottom the highest to lowest in price drivers. Everything that's listed in yellow are drivers that are within 0.3 million of each other. So if you're wanting to decide what picks you want to sub in and out, you want to make sure that they're around the same value, and that will become clear as we go along. If you look over to another column, you will see the price change. Price change will show you how a driver has increased or decreased in their price since the beginning of the season. Leclerc has had the most increase at a 1.5 million, and Vettel having the greatest decrease at a 1.3 million. So just like with stocks, you have this idea that you want to buy low and sell high. Here on the left, we see the biggest team value increases since the beginning of the season. The top 5 are all around 108.3 million. Weeks ago, the highest was 106, so there's been a huge increase over the last 2 races, which means that if you do good day trading, you could potentially raise your team value by 2 million over the course of 2 to 3 races. Just because you have the most expensive team does not mean that you have the highest scoring team. Let's scroll up to see what the highest scoring teams are valued at. They are between 101 to 104 million. Any team that is over 105 million, I have labeled a super rich team. But as you can see, the highest scoring teams aren't super rich teams because value does not mean points. But let us understand, as the price of my team goes up, the remaining budget always stays the same. That will only change when you make a sub. Then it will lock in your new total value with the team value and the remaining budget. When you want to make a substitution, it does not matter your team value, your team price. It only matters your sub price and the remaining budget or the cash. So what I'm about to introduce to you is what I call the cost cap. The cost cap is your pick price plus your cash. A pick price is your driver constructor's value or price that's being subbed out. Leclerc could raise by 1.5 million, but if you never trade out Leclerc, that 1.5 million is all accounted for because there is no remaining budget. It is dead cap space. Now let's say I want to sub out Ocon, whose current price is 10.5 million. That's his pick price. Then I have a remaining budget of 1.6 million. That means that my cost cap is 12.1 million. I can only afford a driver who is 12.1 million or less. Looking at my Google sheet, Ocon has one person above him that I could afford, and that would be Gasly. And if I were to trade out Ocon for Gasly, the pick price of Gasly minus the pick price of Ocon is 1 million, which means that now my remaining budget or my cash falls by $1 million. So now my team's total value will remain the same at 104.1 million, but my cash on hand is now 0.6 million. Next time that I want to sub out Gasly, I would add his 11.5 million plus 0.6 million, which is the price plus the cash, and that's my cost cap now, 12.1 million. So remember, it is not the team value that matters, it is the cost cap, and the cost cap is the price of that one driver or that one constructor plus your remaining budget. This now comes to when are you going to increase your team value. I will put in the link in the description below 2 videos I made, one for how to sub and how to wildcard, but I'll try to break it down in simple terms here. The difference between subbing and a wildcard is the amount of subs available to you. Normally when you sub, you have 3 free subs and then you have an additional 3 subs, but they will each cost -10 points each. A wildcard will give you 12 free subs. Regardless if you use wildcard or your standard subbing, your team will lock when qualifying starts for the next race. The advantage of wildcard is that you can change and shift multiple drivers around to create a cost cap gap, remaining budget that's large enough to afford a higher tier driver with the money pick, because you want to sub as soon as the race is over so that you can have as many money picks on your team as possible. You have their prices shoot up and then you can trade them out for points picks before the next race, and then you will have enough remaining budget because of the cost cap shifting for your team. Now to the strategy through Team 2. Team 2 originally had Mercedes as a constructor. They are currently around 37 million. That means when I subbed out Mercedes, I had a huge remaining budget on hand when I downgraded from Mercedes to McLaren so that I can boost my drivers, because Mercedes gets a lot of points but does not allow you to have good enough driver lineup to support those points. Then I saw that Ferrari was shooting up in value because of their performance and the sentiment. So I switched out McLaren to Ferrari as a money pick, and I have ridden with them for a few races because they're getting just enough points to make it feasible, but the value increase exchange is so great so that now I can go from a Ferrari money pick to a Red Bull points pick. Red Bull costs 26 million. McLaren and Ferrari are around the same value a couple races ago. Now Ferrari is $1 million more than McLaren. So I had a net gain of $1 million by switching from McLaren to the money pick of Ferrari. Now substitute Ferrari out to pick up Red Bull for this race. I now have a deficit between these two of 4.7 million. That is 19.7 million for Ferrari, which is the price of the pick, plus the cash on hand, which is 1.6 million remaining budget. And now I just have to have 4.7 million left over. As you can see, no driver is that value. That's why I have to be willing to sub out Ocon, 10.5 million, for Mick Schumacher, which is 5.8 million. And the difference between those two is 4.7 million. Your team value is nice, but it's the cost cap that makes the difference. And remember, the cost cap is the driver you're subbing out's price plus the remaining budget, your cash on hand. By increasing your remaining budget and the value of that pick, you are then able to, in the future, afford higher tier drivers by increasing your cost cap. And there you have it, a how-to guide for increasing your team value and hopefully getting a super rich team. Leave comments on some of your blockbuster trades this season where you were able to get a money pick, use that advantage to then afford a higher tier points pick. And also share in the comments who you're trying to get over these next couple races, how you're trying to get your team to get to the value that you want. And until next time, I'll see you on the pit wall.